What a miserable way to spend a birthday. Just another sad day locked up in this castle. I'm the princess, the daughter of a king, and I'm 20 years old now. I should be out in the kingdom exploring and meeting interesting people and having fun. But instead, my stupid evil stepmother, the queen, has me locked up here in the castle. And thanks to her wicked decrees, no one in this kingdom is having any fun anymore. I bet she doesn't even remember that it's my birthday. I wonder why she's called for me. She's probably thought up a new way to make my life even more miserable and boring. Ever since my father passed away and she took over, she's been making it her personal mission to see that no one in the kingdom does anything fun, especially me. Ah! I can't stand it anymore. I feel like I'll explode if I spend one more day in this prison. But I guess I'd better find her and see what she wants.
This game can be played with keyboard and mouse, or game controller. The game seems to be half narrated and half script reading. Before I forget, welcome to Kamoki Got Game. Today we are looking at WanderLust, a Steam game that came out a few years ago, but like myself you may have missed it. It is still asking $17 for this RPG. I will be doing the full game with details in each save point. Save your money and enjoy, or check out this first episode and see if it's for you. There are items on the ground. You collect them by just running over them. Movement is W, A, S, D. Holding shift to run faster, hold space to walk. There were a few screen tears in the beginning, not game-breaking, but for $17 you can't really expect AAA quality. Some of the written dialogue is funny and a must-read, such as this old lady. Things have changed so much since your father passed away, dear, but above all, I think I miss the orgies the most. And a few that let you in on the story a bit. I remember when my dad brought this crazy-looking stone home from one of his quests. It has some fancy name, but I don't remember what it is. He always said it had magical powers, but I have never seen it do anything.
Well, hello, Elise.
Hello, stepmother. You called for me?
Yes. I'm afraid I've heard some disturbing news about you and your behavior.
Oh, what have I done now? Did I accidentally smile or something?
No, I fear your crimes are far greater than that, my dear. It has come to my attention that you have developed quite a habit of bringing yourself pleasure, sexual pleasure, while alone in your bedroom.
What? How could you possibly know that?
Oh, this is my castle, dear, and I have eyes and ears everywhere. My loyal servant Raoul has reported hearing the desperate whimpers and moans that escape you as you bring yourself to the height of ecstasy.
Oh God, he heard that. But it was only once or twice.
Do not lie to me, my dear. Raoul has informed me that you have come to enjoy playing with your little pussy quite often. Sometimes even 4 or 5 times a day.
No way. That much? Really? Well, it's not like you let me do anything else fun. You haven't even let me leave the castle since my father died.
But you are aware of my royal decree, are you not? The one strictly forbidding any kind of sexual pleasure anywhere in my kingdom?
Well, yes.
And yet, Raoul informs me that just last night you snuck out of your room and down to the stables, where you went for quite an exhilarating ride on the stable boy's cock. Imagine my shock at learning that my own stepdaughter has decided to defy my royal decree and begun to frolic and fornicate with the help. Now, what do you have to say for yourself?
Well, first of all, I think that Raoul needs to mind his own damn business. And second, it's a cruel decree. The worst. How could you command that no one in the kingdom is allowed to have sex? I'm not very experienced yet, but I do know that sex is fun and amazing and wonderful. How could you deprive your people of such pleasure?
Oh, you poor, pathetic little girl. Sexual pleasure is for the weak-minded and foolish. As you well know, I wish to grow this kingdom into the most powerful in the land, and I can't do that if the villagers spend their days and nights fondling and fucking each other. Your father may have found power in the pleasure of his people, but I find even more power in their submission and obedience. It's a new world, my dear, and it's time you accepted my ways.
But that's just wicked.
I see. So, I suppose you think that just because you have passed your 18th birthday, you know how to run a kingdom?
No, not really. But my father would never.
Your father was weak. He reveled in the joy and pleasure of his people. When he was alive, the people in the kingdom behaved like animals, giving in to their pathetic, lustful desires, constantly fucking one another, having orgies in the streets, and being...
I think happy is the word you were looking for.
heathens. Out-of-control creatures, unable to control their urges. But I have put an end to that once and for all. Thanks to my strict rule and forceful reign, the people of this kingdom have set aside their lustful distractions and found order and purpose.
I think you mean misery and despair.
Call it what you like. But I am queen, and that misery and despair you speak of serves a far greater purpose than you know. As long as my power and the power of this kingdom continue to grow, sacrificing the happiness of the people is a price I am willing to pay.
Oh, that's so noble of you.
Yes, I thought so.
But I'm the princess, the daughter of the king. Your cruel laws don't apply to me.
Nonsense. The fact that you are the princess makes it even more imperative that you obey my decree. I can't have the weak-minded fools in the kingdom finding out that the fair princess has decided to cast aside my orders and go rubbing her little pussy to climax every chance she gets.
Well, not every chance.
Silence! Suffice it to say that from this moment on, you will follow my orders without question. And to ensure that you do, I have posted a full-time guard inside your bedroom.
What? You can't!
Yes, I can. My most loyal guards will be there day and night to ensure that your royal pussy stays quite unstimulated. Now leave me. I grow tired of your whining. But understand this. You will obey me, or I shall be forced to make an example of you before the entire kingdom.
Fine, I'm leaving. But you can't stop me from enjoying myself. I will find a way, I promise you. Now I'm going out into the courtyard to pout, and maybe sing a song or something. Once upon a time I dreamed of how my life could truly be. Living out these plans I've made. Being happy. Getting laid. I've spent too long bottled up here. I won't waste another day. I've got to become the slut that I know I was born to be. Fuck me wildly. Fuck me numb. Fuck me any way you want. Just make me scream and moan and come. My heart is lusting for adventure. My pussy aches with desperate need. Need a cock or two or 10 to make my naughty story come true. kind of sex will do. Got to find a way to make my once upon a time come true. That's it. Forget her wicked rules. I'm not going to stop having sex. I'm going to have as much sex as I can. I'm 20 years old now. I'm old enough to make my own decisions. And I'm going to give myself the best birthday present ever. I'm going to leave this castle and never come back. I'm going to make my way into the outer reaches of the kingdom and have the greatest sexual adventure anyone has ever known. But wait, I almost forgot. The villages of the kingdom are overrun by dangerous creatures from the dark forest. How can I go on an adventure through a land that is swarming with wicked monsters? But I've got to. I've just got to. I know what I'll do. I'll call my fairy godmother. She'll know how to help. I'll go to the base of the red tree and summon her. Oh, fairy godmother!
Oh, hello, dear. It's so good to see you. Now, what can I do for you? Do you want to use my magic mirror to pick another man's bathhouse again?
No, nothing like that. Well, maybe later, but I need serious help this time. I need to leave the castle and go explore the surrounding villages, but those dangerous creatures are everywhere out there. Is there anything you can do to help?
Why in the world would you want to leave the safety of this castle and wander into the villages where, well, you know they're full of monsters?
Well, my evil stepmother has discovered what I've been doing in my bedroom. You know, polishing the royal jewel.
Yes, dear. I'm well aware of how much you enjoy tickling that little kitty of yours.
Yes, and thanks to my stepmonster's stupid decree, getting myself off is now against the law. So she's posted a guard in my bedroom to make sure I stop having fun.
Oh, my. Oh, you poor girl. Well, how could anyone be so cruel as to deprive a virile young woman of her personal, playtime?
I know, right? So I've decided to run away. It's time I leave this dreadful place and start my own adventure.
Oh, that's wonderful, dear. What kind of adventure are you looking for exactly?
Sexual adventure. I'm going to feel and fondle and fuck my way all across this great kingdom of ours. I'm going to explore this kingdom and violate her stupid decree over and over and over again.
Oh my, well that sounds so exciting. Oh yes. Well, now, what kind of sex are you hoping to experience?
Any kind. All kinds. Every kind. I want to experience everything. I've had such little experience, but I love it, and I just know there is so much more for me to try out there. I want to do all of the amazing things that I hear people talking about at parties and feasts that they used to do before she outlawed fun.
Oh.
I don't even know what they are, but I want to do them all. The buttery pretzel, the upside-down kangaroo, the reverse happy sandwich.
Oh, my, those do sound fun.
The double-dipping snowplow, the backward fanny grinder, the seven-legged spider.
That's quite a lot.
The three-girl pile-up, the pantyless triple tango, and even the fluffy elephant carousel with a twist. Whatever that is. I want to do them all.
Well, now, this is an adventure I can get behind. Oh, truly, you have the most amazing appetite. My dear, the last girl I worked for was so boring and strange. Yeah, she just kept asking me to make her pretty ball gowns and shoes made of glass. But let me think. What can I do to help?
Well, I'm going to need some way to fight those creepy, crawly creatures out there, so I can wander the villages and meet lots of people.
I see. Well, then, you're going to need some protection for sure. I suppose I could cast a protection spell of some sort, but I would need to cast the spell on an object that you will keep with you.
Oh, how about my royal necklace?
Oh, yes, that's a wonderful idea. I'll enchant your necklace, and it will serve as your magical armor on your journey. Here goes.
Ooh, I can feel the magical protection flowing all over my body. It feels great. I'm all tingly. Oh my, it feels really good, actually.
Hold it together, dear. We're just getting started. Now, I will conjure a magical staff for you to use as a weapon to fight back the enchanted hordes.
Oh, this is amazing.
And finally, to help keep you safe and heal you up when you are hurt, I'll send my trusty fairy friend Wink along with you. Oh, Wink?
Oh, she's so cute.
Yes, she is very smart and very powerful. She can heal you when you need it, and she can learn new types of magic along the way as well.
Great, but why is she naked?
Oh, I'm afraid she's a bit of a little show-off. Yeah, I've sewn her countless little dresses and outfits that are just as cute as can be, but she refuses to wear any of them. She's a stubborn little thing. I think the two of you will get along quite well, though. Yes, she's quite the randy little sprite. If you ever have trouble finding her, she's probably off humping a nearby tree branch or something of the like.
Oh, then we should get along great. Thank you, Fairy Godmother. You've been a huge help. I don't know how I'll ever be able to repay you.
Oh, it's nothing, dear. Just promise me that someday you'll tell me about all the fun you have on your journey.
I promise. But there is one more thing. My clothes. This silly dress is so heavy and unmanageable. There's no way I'll be able to do any real exploring wearing this giant thing. Is there anything you can do?
Let me see. Oh, yes, I think this spell might work. There, that should do nicely.
But all you did was make the bottom half of my dress disappear. I'm in my undies, and everyone will see.
Well, yes, I think you will find that you have much more freedom without that heavy dress weighing you down. That is what you were hoping for, isn't it?
Well, yes, I guess. But couldn't you make me something to cover up with? Maybe you could make me some pants.
Oh, don't be so preposterous, dear. Girls can't wear pants. What a ludicrous idea.
I know, it sounded crazy when I said it. Well, I guess I'll just have to deal with wandering the enchanted countryside in my undies. Now, I wonder where I should start my adventure.
Well, you didn't hear this from me, but I've heard stories of a man who lives in the village right outside of the castle who says he has magic fingers. If I were you, I would try and locate him and see just how magic those fingers can be.
Oh, yes. That sounds wonderful. Thank you again, Fairy Godmother.
You're welcome, dear. Oh, I wish you the best of luck on your journey, and I look forward to hearing all about it one day.
Goodbye. Now I have to find a way out of this castle. Oh my.
The combat is turn-based, which all in all I find not that bad. The mobs will grant you XP, gold, and a variety of potions to help you on your journey.
Yeah!
You will find showers in the world that will replenish your health. NPC vendors are in the towns in case you need potions, weapons, and accessories. Finding pixies in the world will grant you fairy skills if you have enough dust to achieve the upgrade. If you find Penny in town, she will give you recipes for new outfits that can be crafted for new looks. To save your game, you find the red tree and interact with it to select your save location.
Hello, Princess. I trust you are enjoying your adventures so far,
Oh, yes. I had no idea how wonderful it would be to get out of the castle grounds and go exploring.
I'm glad. I see you are doing a pretty good job of fighting off the monsters.
Yeah, I'm a real badass with this magical staff you gave me.
That's good. Now, there's one more thing I want to do for you. Just in case you run into more danger than you can handle, I've planted these red trees all over the kingdom for you. When you commune with the red trees, they will restore all of your health, and they will serve to revive you should you be defeated in battle.
So, if I die in battle, I'll come back to life here at the red tree.
Yes, that's correct, dear.
So, how do I commune with the tree?
Well, in keeping with the spirit of your adventure, I've made the process a good bit of fun. You commune with the tree by having an orgasm.
What now?
Yes, dear. Just approach the tree and give that cute little pussy of yours a few tickles until you climax, as you are so fond of doing, and you're all set.
Okay. Thanks, I guess. But I hope you haven't placed all of the trees so out in the open like this. I mean, won't it be kind of strange for all the villagers to watch me touch myself?
Oh, no. Quite the opposite, I'm sure. I think that the villagers will be happy to see a young woman enjoying herself in a way they have not seen for quite some time, and bravely violating the wicked queen's decree at the same time. Now, I must be on my way. You have fun now, dear.
And that, my friends, is the start of WanderLust. I hope you enjoyed. $17 on Steam, or subscribe and all gameplay from here will be uploaded. This is Kimoki signing off. Happy gaming, everyone.